It's your boy Eat Right Guy. It's been about 2 weeks since I made a video. I just came from the gym, and so just want to show y'all my post-workout meal. What's on the menu today is gonna be some quinoa, some grilled salmon, and some stir-fried vegetables. So let's get started off with the quinoa. So first, we can start off with this organic quinoa. I got this big jar of quinoa from Sam's, and this is organic. But the thing you want to look out for with quinoa is to see if it's been pre-washed, and you can look at it on the back of the label. Usually it'll tell you that it's pre-washed. You always, if it's not pre-washed, you always want to rinse off quinoa first, because it has some type of a residue that'll give it a bitter taste. And so what I use is this little strainer. It's a really small strainer. The quinoa doesn't go in between it, and I just dump my quinoa in here and rinse it off with water. So I got my quinoa in the strainer. I'm not gonna make too much of it, and then I just rinse it off with water. All right, and then I put it in my pot. Alright, and so then you want to add your water in. Probably have it the water go an inch above the quinoa, and then I'm gonna season it. So these are the things that I'm gonna season with. I got some natural sea salt, put a pinch of that in, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, crushed red pepper to give it some spice, pepper. And also I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds just to add some more nutrients in it. Chia seeds are very high in antioxidants. They have protein in it, very high in fiber, soluble fiber. And so just to give it some added nutrients, also has omega-3 fatty acids just to make my meal a little healthier. All right, so now I'm gonna turn my stove on high. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till the quinoa starts boiling. When it starts boiling, I'm going to turn it all the way on low and let it simmer for 15 minutes, and it'll be done. And so now I'm about to get started on my fish. All right, so now I got my fish on the George Foreman grill, and I always put mine on high. And so I'm going to season everything with the same things I season my quinoa, and I cook it for 6 to 7 minutes, and it usually comes out perfect the way I like it. I don't really like my fish rare. I kind of like it medium well. So let me season it up real quick. Got the paprika. You don't have to put too much. It's the onion powder. Garlic powder. All right, the chili powder. The crushed red pepper. Some black pepper. All right, some parsley. And I add a little bit of salt. And I'll let that grill for 6 minutes. It's time to start making my stir fry. And so my ingredients are gonna be broccoli florets, some mushrooms, and this is frozen bell peppers and onions. And so what I always like to do is I like to start off with my broccoli first, because usually broccoli in my opinion, takes the longest to kind of get tender. And then I'll add in my mushrooms and I'll add in my peppers last. So first, I have my heat on about 6, so just halfway, kind of like medium heat. I sprayed my skillet with this non-stick vegetable oil, and I have my broccoli. So I'm gonna wait till this get a little tender, and then I'm gonna start adding in the other ingredients. So while my broccoli is cooking, my fish should be done. So let's see what it looks like. Yep, it looks good. So I'm gonna unplug this. And this is what my quinoa is looking like. So it's absorbing the water. Still got a few more minutes left. Alright, so now my broccoli is getting tender. You can kind of see some grill marks on it. That's what I like. So now I'm going to start adding in my other vegetables. Add in some mushrooms. And the peppers, and I'm about to go get some more bell peppers because that seemed like a lot of onions. Alright, so the stir fry is almost done. And all I added was some salt, pepper, crushed red pepper, and some parsley to it. I didn't add too much to my stir fry. Alright, and finally my quinoa is done. As you can see, it absorbed all the water. And so now I'll show you what the final plate will look like. Alright, and this is the final meal. Got my salmon, got my vegetable stir fry, my quinoa, and I added some spinach on the side. So probably took me about 15 minutes to make. Really easy. You don't even really have to know how to cook that well to make this meal. It's very healthy.